All right. Looks like the referees are coming out of the tunnel. Spooner's lined up in their tunnel. Amery's right behind the refs. So, welcome to Amery hockey versus Spooner hockey for the first of our divisional playoffs tonight. Amery is ranked number 1 in our division with 16 wins and 8 losses. And Spooner's ranked number 8 with 1 win, 18 losses. So, not gonna say this should be a walk in the park, but if those records speak for themselves, that should be an indicator of how this game might go. Amery Warriors are out in the predominantly white sweaters, red breezers, red helmets. Here comes your Spooner Rails, wearing their burgundy or maroon with black and white trim. So Spooner will be dark, Amery will be light tonight. And I'm going to switch audio here for Darren Van Barkham's announcements.
First round of the WIAA playoffs. The school district of Amery and WIAA, along with the players, coaches, and tonight's officials, require good sportsmanship and education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege, with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Spooner Rails. Starting at forward, sophomore number 5, Corbin Fox. Starting at forward, freshman number 14, Max Paffel. Starting at forward, sophomore number 26, Logan Smith. On defense, a junior number 7, Kevin Schlacker. Starting on defense, a junior number 23, Jonas Simonson. And on the goal tonight for the Rails, junior number 29, Dalton Bryan. The Rails are coached by Nick Freeman, Aaron Graber, and Ryan McKinney. And now, here's the starting lineup for the Amery Warriors. Starting at forward, a junior number 11, Logan Doden. Starting at forward, senior number 14, Jacob Maxson. Starting at forward, sophomore number 23, Leo Jensen. On defense, senior number 6, Elliot Green. Starting at defense, a junior number 22, Levi Tiley. And at line tonight for the Warriors, senior number 1, Carter Meyer. The Warriors are coached by Matt Humble, Tyler Richardson, Ethan Bannock, and Jake Carlson. Tonight's officials assigned by the WIAA are Rich Schultz, Richard Dubois, and Lee Darrow. Athletic training services are provided by Health Partners and the Amery Hospital and Clinic. And now let's see everyone who's able to rise and remove their headgear and face the flag at the west end of the arena as we honor America with the playing of tonight's national anthem, recorded by the Amery High School Choir.
All right. Welcome to another fun night of hockey at the Amery Ice Arena. Amery Warriors hosting Spooner Rails tonight. Spooner has one win under their belt for the whole season. Amery has 16 wins, 8 losses. A tough loss Saturday for the conference championship against Somerset. That darn Dan Gilkerson, coach of Somerset, had our number, and Somerset beat us 8-5. And Amery admittedly was off their game. They just were not playing to the level of hockey that we've come to expect of this team on Saturday. So undoubtedly, you hit the reset button and you take your lumps and your licks and you rebuild and learn from it, right? And if nothing else, adversity builds a little character. So I would think the Amery boys know that they are they still got to work. Spooner's a younger team. I don't see any seniors on the Spooner team. Sophomores and juniors mostly. A couple of 9th graders. So that might speak to their trouble this year with their record, their game wins and losses. Nice quick shot on that Spooner goal, and nice block there by goaltender Dalton Brummond. For Spooner, Spooner dumps the puck behind Amery's net. Back goes Elliot Green, number 6 defender. Cross ice neutral up to Doughton. Doughton's player of the week this week for, score there by Jacob Maxson. Logan Doughton, number 11 there, is player of the week for Wisconsin Prep Hockey, which is a nice little honor for Logan. I'm sorry, I thought that was a score. That was not a score. Nothing's going up. All right, puck all the way down. I wonder if Meyer's going to have to touch it. It hits the post and bounces off. So 16-12, not even a minute off here. We've got Amery, a couple shots. Well, one shot on net. All right, face off down toward the concession stand on the Spooner net side. Puck is down, and Amery wins it back to their point. Brody Bader launches it into traffic. Spooner gets it out of the zone right underneath here. Terrible angle, but we'll try. Amery's going to have some zone presence here, hopefully. Try to set something up. Looks like Evan Schultz, or Riley Schultz, number 4 here, is holding this defensive line. Evan Schultz up in the middle. Nice shot by Brody Bader, 32 from the other point. Nice block from goaltender Brummond. Shots toward the net wide. Puck deflected in by Riley Schultz there. Riley's doing a good job on point. Here we go. Riley's going to hold the puck over to partner, Brody Bader. Brody tries to center it, but that Spooner kid gets in the way. There we go. Spooner's having a hard time getting the puck out of the zone. Shot on net. Gloved. Held for a whistle. Stop a play at 15-11. Spooner's going to do a little bit of a line change. Again, Spooner has got 1 9th grader, 6 10th graders, and 8 juniors. No seniors. So I don't know what happened there with that senior class from Spooner, but they are non-existent on this sheet. We had senior night here a while back with Amery, and of course we have Curtis Weiserman, number 12, Jacob Maxson, Curtis Weiserman, 19, Jacob Maxson, 14, Evan Schultz, number 10, and Carter Meyer, number 1. May have missed some there, being hasty, trying to announce Ann Reed, but nonetheless, Amery's going to have some seniors here. They're looking at the last few games of their high school career here. We have this first of the divisional playoffs, and then we have another one. So the winners of this first round will get us down to 4 teams. So there's 8 teams right now, and they're all playing. Amery, Ashland, Barron, Schwamigan, Frederick, Hayward, Rice Lake, and Spooner is our Section 1, Division 2. So those 8 teams will play tonight and tomorrow night and go down to 4 teams. And then those 4 teams will play, go down to 2 teams, and those 2 teams will play for the sectional final. So sectional semifinals are tonight, February 17th, and tomorrow night, Friday, February 18th. I'm sorry, regional finals, February 19th or 20th. There's Jacob Maxon in the zone. Nice shot, nice block by goalie. Gets out of his reach, so he gets it away. Levi Tiley does a good job keeping it in over to Park. Ooh, this will be interesting. Let's see if we can get there. Spooner's got a little bit of a breakaway shot. Shoots it behind the net and out into neutral and into the Spooner zone. All the way back comes the puck. That would have been an interesting opportunity for Spooner there to get that breakaway. But yeah, tonight and tomorrow night are the regional finals. Good job by that Spooner goalie again. Point blank shot by Maxon. Regional finals tonight and tomorrow night. Sectional semifinals February 24th. And sectional finals February 27th or 28th. And then state is March 5th, 6th, and 7th. So if Amery can win, going to state. So at the most, these seniors have 4 games left. Because state is single elimination, so if they have to win 3 to get to state, and then they'll play 1 at state, so that'll be their 4th game. And again, at state, there's going to be 4 sections. The first of each section will make it to state, so 4 teams. So one's going to play one, and the other's going to play the other in a game to determine the championship matchup and then the championship matchup. So if Amery wins all, these seniors have 5 games left to their career. But you lose and you're done. So all we know now is we're in the middle, or in the front end of this game. Scoreless so far. And let's see what these teams can do. Evan Schultz working the puck there, number 10. Here comes Elliot Green up through traffic into neutral. Very offensive defender. Great job by Elliot getting the puck toward net. Great job. Evan Schultz. Evan Schultz is trying to get one in there. And Evan's a senior this year up at Unity. So Evan's one of those kids that is looking at the light at the end of the tunnel is getting pretty bright for these seniors. And Evan Schultz is one of them. So, all right, puck out to number 28, Nolan Babcock. Nice shot on net. Good job, Nolan. Shot on goal, blocked by Spooner's Dalton Brummond. 12:28 left in this first period. Give a little shout out quick to Darren Van Barkum, who is in the radio booth announcing. You can tell by his voice he's got a cold. He's wearing a mask today. So I assume he's struggling with something. But nonetheless, he's here, and I always appreciate Darren. And then in the booth, in place of Julie Gores tonight, is Scott Jensen, Amery Youth Hockey president and father of Mr. Leo Jensen on the Amery squad here, number 23. He's doing the clock. So it takes a village to get these games going. Here's a nice little speed through neutral. There's that Nolan Babcock again, number 28. Fun to see Nolan out there working it. Elliot Green loses the puck on the blue line. Gets it back in neutral. Let's see if Elliot can set something up. Looking for a pass. Dumps it in. And then we have Jacob Maxon going in the corner. Back to Logan Doughton. And then back to Elliot Green on the stick. Spooner's doing a good job of getting in the way here and kind of just doing what they should do to break up Amery's ability to get to the net. There we go. Spooner clears. It's going to be for icing. Oh, Carter Meyer said, nope, not on my watch, buddy. Carter's going to get an assist here to Logan Doughton. Oh, nice pass up. All right, Doughton behind the net, tries to center it, gets in the skates of that number 33 from Spooner. Shot toward the net, nice leg block. Back to Elliot Green, 6 in the corner. Back to Jacob Maxson now in the corner, getting a little love from his Spooner brother there, and sits him down for a little think about it. Elliot Green flips it up to Logan Doughton in the corner. Logan drives in, tries to get it to the net, but that goalie does a good job of covering that space. Nice passing. Tic-tac, and then the shot was towed by Elliot Green. Nice quick thinking there by Logan Doughton to get the puck over to his compadre Elliot Green for a nice solid shot, but the goaltender's doing a good job. Puck down, whistle stops play. We're going to redo it. Couple of shout-outs here. Wisco Hockey 2025 reaching out. Thanks for the streams. Thank you for watching. We got Scotty Young, 1300, rooting for the Amery Warriors. We got Julie Shannon watching this from Cabo. Well, Julie, enjoy Cabo. Send us some sunshine. Julie's one of our hockey grandmas, and she's a stalwart as far as supporter of the WIAA channel. She watches religiously. So she's celebrating her 49th anniversary with her husband Ricky. And good for you guys. Congratulations. All right, and then we got another shout out from not_Vivian. Let's go Warriors. And Andrea Uhas. And we got Mary Tanner too. So all sorts of fun little shout outs here, guys. So I can see your comments, and I appreciate you commenting, letting me know I'm not alone here in cyberspace. Still zeros up on the board. First period, not quite halfway through, but getting closer. Nobody's cracked the goose egg open yet. Logan Doughton, nice close shot. And again, that Spooner goaltender, Dalton Brumman, number 29, doing a good job in the net. All right, we're going to have face-off down on Spooner's end. Puck sneaks past Elliot Green, so Elliot's going to have to skate back, collect it, and set something up. Cross ice up to trying to get to Jacob Maxson, but doesn't happen. There's to Jacob's stick and bounces off his skate. There we go. Jacob collects it in neutral, speeding up into the zone. Got help in the middle with Leo Jensen, and shot on goal. Glove caught, stopped, and whistle stops play. All right, again, the Spooner boys, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So they have 14 forward skaters on the roster, so it's kind of an interesting line change. It looks like when they're changing lines, the bench is basically empty. So Jacob Maxson looking for something. There's Leo Jensen giving it back to him. Here's Elliot Green on point. Elliot to Jacob Maxson. Jacob looking over to Doughton. Jacob fluffs on it. I thought that would have been a slick little fake out if he could have figured that out. So no damage done on either side yet. And now we're at about the halfway mark, 8:37 of the first 17-minute period. All right, puck's coming down on the Spooner end. Spooner collects, gets up into neutral, and stolen by Amery. Amery's number 9, Wyatt Jones, launches the puck toward the net. Easy stop for that Spooner goalie, but he knows we're there. Shots are 15-1 at this point, so that Spooner goalie definitely knows we're there. He said 15 shots. Elliott Green, nice slapper from the blue line. Doesn't get through traffic. Again, that goalie just has a number. Got to break him down a little bit. Puck back to Gavin Humpel there, number 5, behind the net. Amery loses the puck, and Spooner gets into the zone. There's Gavin Humpel to collect it again. Gavin dumps it back into the corner to Elliott Green. Elliott's coming up, hitting the neutral blue there, going through neutral underneath and into the Spooner zone. Fun to watch Elliott when he gets when he goes offensive, I should say. Nolan Babcock kind of dropped past that puck, and I think he must have thought the Amery player was behind him, but it was actually the other team. So Scotty Young, 3300, reaches out and says, thanks for doing what you do for the streams and allowing us who cannot be there to still be able to watch. Well, I appreciate that, Scotty. Thank you so much. Here we go, number 4. Riley Schultz shoots just higher than net. Nice attempt there by Riley. Something has to get through. We have 16 shots to their 1. So we've definitely had zone presence, goal presence down here. Amery just has to bury the biscuit now, get something started. Riley Schultz up, and puck's all the way down for icing. All right, 7:08 left. Not a huge crowd tonight. We got a little student section over there. These are pretty much all Amery folk in the middle on the red line, and then we got Spooner over here with a couple of Amery people on the end, and then of course us Amery folks, we like to go around the outside of the boards too. Here's Elliott Green. Nice shot again toward net. There's Elliott Green again. Elliott's hungry tonight, so we'll see what he does. Nice pass to Jacob. Nice shot, nice block by that goalie. Goalie's hanging in there. Again, Jacob doing very well this year as a senior. May break some school records here this year. And the year isn't done, so we're going to let him finish that out and see where things go. Another nice shot by Jacob Maxson on net. That goaltender swallows it up. So that was the 18th shot for Amery and the 18th block for Mr. Dalton Brumman, the Spooner goalie. So it seems like Dalton may be the guy we have to beat here if we want to get some scores up there. It's not for lack of shooting or getting to the net with the puck. It's the fact of getting through that goalie with the puck. So good job, Dalton. As a hockey fan, I like good hockey. I'm an Amery Warriors fan, but I appreciate good hockey when I see it, and you've been doing a good job in net. So it's okay. We'll earn it. If we're going to win, we'll earn it. Logan Doughton through traffic. Oh, beautiful attempt over to Leo Jensen there. Just Leo couldn't collect it. Good job, Amery, keeping it in by Levi Tiley there and out of the zone. Now Amery's going to have to regroup, go in. Jacob Maxson is a little tick with his stick there. Leo Jensen. Oh, Leo just wide of the net. I like it. Leo's hungry tonight, too. I like it. Yeah. Spooner had a nice opportunity there. Point blank. Wow. Interesting. Spooner's working the net. There we go. Tripping or no? No tripping called. Spooner's shot wide. Shot hit the netting. Here comes Doughton and Maxson. That's been a good matchup all season. Good things happen when those guys have the puck on their sticks. Doughton tries to do a little reach around, wrap around. And that goalie's just doing a great job. So Dalton Brummond, number 29 Spooner goalie. Good on you. Amery's going to have to bust through that goal. Face off down on the skate booth side of the rink. Back to Brody Bader. Brody dumps it up into the corner behind the net to Oscar Trofe. Oscar out to point. Who's at point over there? 16. That's Gavin Lindsay, number 16. Again, Amery only has 2 defensive lines, and then they kind of do a switch off. Oh, Oscar Trofe. Point blank shot there by number 29, Oscar Trofe. Goalie catches it and gives him a little smirk. And again, I guess if you're taking 21 shots and not letting anything in, you've earned that right to smirk a little. Long game though, so Brody Bader dumps it in behind the net. Back goes Evan Schultz, number 10. Now up goes Gavin Lindsay. He gets beat, and we got good job Kemper Lundgren going back to cover for Gavin Lindsay's defensive position. Gavin went a little too far forward and then lost the puck and got beat back. All right, puck is, thanks to Kemper Lundgren, puck's in the zone. Shot behind the net. Let's see if Amery can keep it in. Amery keeps it in the zone. Shot. Blocked again. All right, Spooner. There's Kemper Lundgren. Shot through traffic and deflected a little bit. No harm, no foul there. Back to Oscar Trofe. Oscar's sure getting to be a big kid. And Oscar's a junior. Can't believe that. Remember him when he was just a little toddler around here. These kids grow up fast, don't they? Brody Bader and Kemper Lundgren behind the net. Kemper collects the puck, looking for somebody, but nobody home. Oh, boy, that goaltender takes 2 point blank there from Gavin Lindsay. Nice attempts.
Number 32, Brody Bader, 2 minutes for slashing. Bader with a slashing minor at 13:29.
All right, so Amery on the penalty kill here. This is going to give Spooner a nice opportunity. 1-man advantage. Puck all the way back to the Spooner goal line, collected by Spooner's number 7, Keb Schlepper. Schlapper? S-C-L-A-P-P-E-R, Schlapper. We'll get Schlapper. Here we go, Jacob Maxson. Look at, got Doughton in the middle. Oh, Doughton was ready for that to bounce out, and that goalie just wouldn't let it. All right, everybody. 3:04 left in the first period. Face-off, puck down, clock starts. Quick shot by Elliot Green. Nice block by Brummond. I am so far very impressed by that goalkeeper, Brummond. Good job. Jacob Maxson takes the puck off of the Spooner player's stick, collects it, dumps it around the horn there, tries to get it out of the zone, can't quite. Nice shot toward the net and caught. I think it would have been high. I don't think it would have gone in the net, but nonetheless, Carter Meyer catches it in his glove hand. Now we're going to have a face-off down on the Amery student section side of the rink on Amery's zone. A little dark over there, isn't it? But nonetheless, puck's down. Shot behind Amery's net, comes up and comes out into neutral. So Spooner's going to have to regroup, come on sides. They've done that. And Spooner, nice shot there by Spooner's 14, Max Paffel. Nice block there by Carter Meyer. Puck all the way down. We got 45 seconds left in this penalty kill. Spooner has a 1-man advantage, so if they're going to make hay, the sun is shining. Time to do it, boys. If not, Amery, I think, is going to come out and crack a goose egg open here one of these seconds, one of these times. I mean, 24 shots on net. That goalkeeper can't block them all. Just a wayward pass there by, here we go, Leo Jensen, breakaway. Oh, Leo! Leo, nice try there, buddy. That was fun for him, I bet. Again, honestly, a little surprised that Amery has not put anything up on the scoreboard yet. And it's a testament to Spooner's goaltending tonight with Dalton Brummond, number 29 in goal. So good job, Dalton. Amery, keep working it. You're doing the right things. You just got to get that puck in the net. Here comes Spooner through neutral. And Amery's doing a good job of breaking that up.
Warriors full strength.
Warriors full strength with a minute and a half left. Out comes Logan Doughton. Oscar Troff, I should say. Logan Doughton centers it, and nobody home. Riley Schultz does a good job of keeping the puck in. Good job, Riley. Oscar Troff behind the net. Logan Doughton just kind of launches it up into the sweet spot. Nobody was there. There's Riley over to partner, up to Logan Doughton on the blue line. Logan looking for somebody. Keeps it in the zone. Nice job. Riley Schultz flips it backwards. Oscar Troff behind the net. Up to point. Why not? Why not? Gavin Lindsay shoots. Wide of the net. Oscar Troff behind to Maxon. Maxon looking. There we go. Good job. Riley Schultz keeps it in the zone. Got 20 seconds left in this period. All right, puck out into neutral. 10 seconds left. Oh, here we go. Jacob Maxon with an assist from Spooner. I was hoping Amery would get something on the board before the break here, and they did. That play is kind of similar to what we were doing with Somerset. Spooner had that puck in the corner, and they basically backhanded it out into the center, or passed it, and were trying to pass it to one of their teammates, but it goes right on the stick of Jacob Maxon. Jacob shoots, and as he does a lot of the time, he scores. So Jacob Maxon cracks the goose egg open, and nice opportunity there.
First two playoffs for number 14, Jacob Maxon.
Maxon unassisted. So we go into the first intermission. Amery 1, Spooner 0. 26 shots against Spooner's goalie, 5 shots against our Carter Meyer goalie. So Amery, the score sure doesn't indicate an overpowering presence, but the shots on goal sure do. We're over 5 times the shots on goal. So, all right, guys, we're going to have a little break here between periods. I'm going to go in, maybe get a treat, and warm up a little bit, say hi to some folks, and we'll be back in about 12 minutes while Kevin Smith in the ZAM crew gets the sheet of ice. Nice. Let's see if we can get a shout. Let's see if we can get a wave from Kevin. He's kind of hard, you know. He's pretty shy on the ZAM, so we got to see if we can get it. Here he comes, Kevin Smith on the ZAM. Hey, we get a thumbs up, everybody. Good job, Kevy. All right, I'm going to take a break. I invite you guys to do the same. We'll be back in about 10, 12 minutes, okay? We're going to mute it. All right, everybody, welcome back to what's sure to be a fun second period. Here come the Amery coaches, Ethan Panic, Tyler Richardson, Jake, and Matt Humple. They've been doing a good job. Thank you, coaches, for all the time you give our players. I know you forego time with your own families and spend potentially more time during the season with these guys. So I really appreciate you, coaches. Not just the ones here tonight, but anybody out there and listening in earshot or eyesight. Coaches, referees, managers, team parents, you all make it possible, so thank you. All right. Look at that beautiful sheet of ice from Kevin Smith. And his ice crew. Here come Spooner Rail coaches are hitting their bench. We've switched here now, so Spooner's to my right, which would be the west end of the zone, west end of the rink, and Carter Meyer and Amery's net is on the east side. Puck in Amery's zone. Quick shot. Quick catch. Nice shot there by Spooner's Max Paffel. Somehow I got the hiccups during the break. All right, puck is down. Jacob Maxson uses the board, flips it ahead to himself. Oh, tries to get it over to Logan Doughton and Leo Jensen. We'll see if that Spooner goaltender can stay hot like he has been. Jacob Maxson pokes the puck ahead into the zone, then it comes back out. Leo Jensen has it. Over to partner Brody Bader. I'm sorry, Elliot Green. Elliot Green has the puck. Elliot over to Jacob. Jacob flips it toward the net. Logan Doughton behind. Trying to set something up. Out to Elliot Green. Elliot Green shoots and deflects up and off the goaltender's stick, I think, up into the netting. Whenever the puck hits netting or roof or anything other than the glass, the refs stop play with a whistle. Regroup. We're going to have a face-off down on Spooner's end, I'm sorry. Looks like Kemper Lundgren, number 17 for Amery. And Mr. Austin Patterson, Jr., number 4 from Spooner. Took that face-off. Puck around the horn by that Austin Patterson. Doesn't get out of the zone, though. Amery collects it. Boy, look at 16 here. Look at Gavin. Well, Gavin's back and going to be defending. Spooner player just lost an edge. I don't know what the heck happened there. Acting injured, but I didn't see anything. Here's Gavin Lindsay behind the net. Gavin Lindsay tries to get a breakout pass to Oscar Troth. Kemper Lundgren here giving chase. There's that number 14 from Spooner. He had the shot right away off the face-off. Nice shot through traffic. Hits the edge of the goal. Looks like the trainer is looking at number 18 from Spooner, maybe? Nolan Larson. Looks like they're just talking, so hopefully Nolan's okay. Carter Meyer. I've said it before, I think one of the most awkward positions for a goalie is when that puck is behind the net. And Carter Meyer knows that the Spooner boys are in town now. They've been in his face a little bit over there. Carter and 26 having a little discussion by the net. A lot of these guys know each other from growing up and playing. All right. Puck behind Amery's net. Elliott Green coming forward here with the puck. Elliott through neutral. Elliott into the Spooner zone. Why not, Elliott? Take it all the way and score. Nice job, Elliott. Elliott goes from sea to shining sea, east to west, north to south, zigs and zags, and gets it right in there and just flips it up over the goalie. So great job, Elliott Green. I like it. We'll let Darren announce that here.
Scoring for the Warriors. First of the postseason, 16th of the year for number 6, Elliott Green. Assisted by number 22, Levi Tiley. Green from Tiley and the Warrior goal at 3:03.
So there you go, guys. Green from Tiley. It's Green's first of the postseason, 16th of the year. And again, for a defender to score that many, that just tells you what a great player Elliott Green is. He knows when to go offensive and put the biscuit in the basket as well. Here's Jacob Maxson, gets the puck on the blue line, shoots, and Doughton tries to get the recovery there, but doesn't. Now he shoots it point blank, and puck's going to be cleared down for icing, I believe. Icing. Rich Schultz. Rich Schultz, the zebra. The referee blows the whistle for icing. So Amery has a 2-0 lead, 29 shots to 7. Spooner came out here in the second with a little bit of gusto in the little gust of wind in their sail, but nonetheless, that score by Elliott Green kind of, I think, took a little wind away. We'll see here. All right, puck behind the net, and Elliott Green on the stick. Elliott, you going to do it again? Not this time. They got your number. Jacob Maxson tries to get in there. All right, Amery trying to set something up. Levi Tiley back by Amery's net. Back to Jacob Maxson. Jacob pulling ahead. Getting some speed through neutral into the zone. Nice unselfish move there by Jacob Maxson. Score by Leo Jensen. And again, Jacob's very close to breaking some serious school records here this year. So for him to be able to have the foresight in the unselfishness to just flip that puck to his teammate, I mean, he knew that was a higher percentage scoring opportunity. But good for Jacob, right? Very unselfish, very nice move.
Warriors, 8th of the season, first of the playoffs, with number 23, Leo Jensen. Assisted by number 14, Jacob Maxson. Number 11, Logan Doak. Jensen from Maxson and Doak. And the Warrior goal at 4:49.
Well, that's a fun one. Leo Jensen from Maxson and Doughton. That whole front line touched that puck before he scored. So that's the way it's supposed to be, right? So Amery 3, Spooner 0. Not quite halfway through the game here. They stick up to Gavin Lindsay. Oscar Trofe gives chase. Gavin Lindsay in there with Evan Schultz. Nice job, Gavin Lindsay. Good job getting in there, breaking it up. Back goes Brody Bader. Brody's going to look for somebody. Over to Gavin Lindsay. Gavin's going to look for somebody and get tripped a little there, but nonetheless, here's Kemper Lundgren. Kemper's been fun to watch this year. Just can't quite get the shot off. Shot through traffic, deflected, and just a little wide of the net. Brody Bader goes off, and on comes Levi Tiley. Shot through traffic by Oscar Trof, number 29. Kemper Lundgren has the puck behind the net, and Spooner has it. Going to try and get it out of there. Onto the stick of Oscar Trof. Tripping. No tripping called. Oscar went down. Here's point. Elliot Green over to other point. Levi Tiley. Levi shoots and caught by the goaltender. So again, there's these regional semifinals tonight all over the state. And then regional finals, the regional finals tonight all over the state, February 19th and 20th. I believe today's the 19th, right? There we go. Nolan Babcock, baby. Nolan's excited. Good job, Nolan. Way to pick up the garbage there, brother. Way to get that rebound. Nolan has not had a lot of... I've not said his name a lot this year, so it's fun to see him in the mix and up on the scoreboard. And
scoring for the Warriors.
10th grader.
First varsity goal for number 28, Nolan Babcock. Assisted by number 5, Gavin Humper. Babcock from Humper, and Warrior goal at 6:30.
All right, so that's why Nolan was so excited. That was his first varsity goal as a 10th grader. Good job, Nolan. Good things to come. Here goes. There we go. Oh, Logan Doughton almost off to the races there, but couldn't quite catch that puck. So good job, Nolan. Nolan Babcock, way to get on the old scoreboard. Scoring Amery's 4th goal. Your first varsity goal. I hope they're going to keep that puck for you. All right, puck down, back to here goes Logan Doughton in the zone and loses it. Spooner's number 17 does a good job. Jace Blues, junior Jace Blues, number 17, does a good job of getting his stick on Logan Doughton's puck there, breaking it up. Brody Bader shoots toward the net, a little wide. Gavin Lindsay did not collect that puck, and then he didn't get back very quick either, so luckily his teammates covered for him. Jacob Maxson took it all the way in and tried to just dribble it in the 5-hole, and that goalie Brumman does a good job again closing her up. So face-off down on Amery's end in front of Amery's bench. Oscar Trof shoots through traffic, hits the net. Or hits the metal on the goalpost, I should say. Puck up and all the way down for icing, I'm sure. Whistle stops play, icing. It's going to come all the way back to over there. All right, I sure like seeing some of these younger guys score. Nolan Babcock, Oscar Trof, I think, scored one, right? And Leo Jensen. There's Oscar Trof back there battling with it against the boards. Oscar goes down. Little man sandwich over there. And Elliot Green in the corner. Or no, I'm sorry, Oscar Trof in the corner. Elliott Green up on point. There goes Elliott to touch it there. Passes to himself and loses it. There, Evan Schultz gets it. Elliott Green through traffic, hits the pad. Cross in. Oh, nice job, goaltender again. Elliott Green just from the sweet spot there. The golden triangle. And here's Oscar Trof taking it into the zone. Kemper Lundgren goes behind the net to try to set something up. Try to get it. Puck around the horn all the way down. It'll be icing. Icing stops play. Now we are over the halfway mark. And Amery has an insulating score, 4-0, 38 shots to 7. Very dominant goal presence by Amery. And Meyer, Carter Meyer, Amery's goaltender, knows Spooner's in the house, but sure hasn't been challenged as much as he could be. Spooner keeping the puck in. Back to the corner with Brody Bader. Over to partner Gavin Lindsay. Gavin backhands it up the ice to Nolan Babcock. There we go. Gavin Humpel takes the puck, flips it through neutral to Amery's number 9, Wyatt Jones. I love seeing these younger guys working it out here. Here we go. Nolan Babcock. Slapper over the net. Wyatt Jones there. Puck comes out into neutral. Collected and given to Brody Bader there by Nolan Babcock. Nolan to Jacob Maxson. Jacob enters the zone. Oh, nice. Again, just some patience there, right? Again, unselfish pass, backhand by Jacob Maxson. And then instead of shooting it on his forehand, Logan draws the goalie to one side, and then he skates and backhands it in the opening. So Logan Doughton scores number 5 for Amery. Logan's the player of the week for Wisconsin Prep Hockey, so there's just one of the many reasons why Logan's player of the week. All right, Logan's taking the face-off, and puck down, 1 to Amery, up to Leo Jensen, who was skating with his head down and found a brick wall. Slow to get up, Leo Jensen is, but he's up, and he's moving.
Scoring for the Warriors, 30th of the season, first of the playoffs for number 11, Logan Doughton.
30th goal of the season.
13, Jacob Maxson. Number 28, Nolan Babcock.
Again, everybody on that line touched it. Somebody had asked too, how many goals does Jacob have? Jacob has 45 goals so far. So very, very impressive numbers. Logan has 30. That was Logan's 30th. So those two guys have been, I've used the word synergy quite a bit with those two, because 1 + 1 with those two equals more than 2. And it's going to be interesting to see how Amery's lines look next year with Logan Doughton as a senior and Jacob Maxson onward and upward and not playing here. Big shoes to fill when Jacob Maxson graduates. And maybe those shoes will be filled by Logan, and maybe there'll be a younger player that takes over Logan's role of support. That'd be fun. Gavin Lindsay. Oh, nice try. Hits a stick, deflects. Gavin shoots toward the net. Oscar Trof tries to get the puck back to Brody Bader on point, but it's off mark and goes out of the zone. Here comes Gavin Lindsay. Back goes Brody Bader. Brody looking. There we go. Oscar Trof dumps it around the horn. Back goes Evan Schultz, number 10 on the right here. Evan flips it up. Look at Elliott Green, boys. Elliott's hungry. Walk it in, walk it in, walk it in. Boom. Shot and just kick saved by the goalie. Again, that Spooner goalie's no slouch. All right. Amery's trying to do something here, get that puck in front of the net and onto net. Oscar Trofe, number 29 in the corner, back around behind the net. Gavin Humple gets a stick on it, and puck loses the zone. So Amery's got to regroup. Here comes Elliot Green. Why not, Elliot? And again, that puck behind the net really is, I think, hard on goalies. You got their head on a swivel, but, you know, those guys are behind the net, working the puck. And here's Gavin Humple. Let's see, Gavin, can you... Gavin shoots, blocked. Terry Meyer, 1210, thankful to be able to watch the games, and Brody Bader. She must be a Brody Bader fan. Thanks to everybody for making it possible. Thank you, Terry Meyer. And Brody is a fun kid to watch, too, by the way. And he's a hard worker, so. All right, Amery's trying to set something up here. Jacob Maxon behind the net with Leo Jensen. Leo was trying to get it out to Levi Tiley, but didn't quite make it. Doughton up to Maxon. Maxon to Doughton. Leo Jensen wasn't quite ready for that, I don't think. Doughton was Maxon to Doughton, and instead of Doughton shooting, he flipped it back to Leo Jensen, and Leo kind of went by him, I think. But again, Amery a very insulating score now with 5-0. Spooner just hoping to crack the goose egg. They've had a tough season this year with only one win. And every team has experienced that at some point, either in their youth hockey or high school hockey seasons. Here comes Logan Doughton, zigging and zagging through traffic. Holds on to the puck, out to point. Elliot Green, shot wide left of the net. Back to point, Levi Tiley. Levi flips it toward the net quick. Here it's going over to Elliot Green on the wall. Elliot, nice stick. Elliot keeps it in the zone. Shot and blocked by that goaltender. Good job again for Brummond, the Spooner goalie. 42 shots on him. He's let 5 in. Jacob Maxon giving chase, but whistle stops play for icing. So, let's see here. So for your information, host schools for sectional champions get to select Friday or Saturday. Hayward has selected Friday, February 27th at 7 o'clock. So Friday, February 27th. Look at that speed back by Lindsay. Nice job, Gavin. He still got the shot off, but he knew you were there, and that has to be a little off-putting. Here's Evan Schultz. Let's go, Evan. One-on-one, Evan Schultz. Oh, Evan's so close. I want to see Evan score, too. Again, Evan's a senior, and he works hard. It'd be fun to get his name up in the book. Shot blocked and dropped by Carter Meyer to keep it in play. Amery's collecting it. Brody Bader. Nope, I'm sorry. Evan Schultz, number 10, coming ahead through traffic. Levi Tiley up to Evan Schultz. Evan dumps it in, and he's coming hard to the bench for a line change. Amery switches and gets some fresh meat out there. Here comes Jacob Maxon. Jacob, again, unselfish. Not just launching the puck every chance he gets. Shot all the way down. It's going to be wide for icing. Whistle stops play. Puck's going to come all the way back down. 1:03 left in this middle period. This one's gone a little quicker. Jacob Maxson, shot and chest blocked and dropped by the goalie. Right onto the stick of Jacob. Okay. Levi Tiley. Back to Elliot Green. Elliot, I think a little too high. Nice hustler by Levi Tiley. Can't quite make it to keep the puck in the zone. 33 seconds left in the middle period here. Up to Doughton. They're waving off icing in the interest of time, I guess. Puck around the horn. Levi lets it come out. Ooh, dangerous move there, but almost stolen, but not quite. Here's Logan Doughton, 6 seconds left. Logan's upset about that. But nonetheless, 2.4 seconds left in this period. A commanding lead by Amery. This is not going to be similar to our USA Olympic hockey games that have been won in overtime. The girls' women's U.S. hockey team won in overtime today against Canada, which is great because I was at work and 1 second I was looking and it was 0 U.S., 1 Canada. And then I got busy with work, and here's a good look at that goaltender from Spooner. He's got a little spring in his step. He's doing a good job out there. All right, guys, I'm going to take a little break, and I'll be back in about 12 minutes. I appreciate you watching. Kevin Smith will do what Kevin Smith does best and get this ice ship shape for the next and final period. And then we'll come back and see if Amery can't walk this one into the books here with this 5-0 lead going into the third. There we get another wave from Kevin. He's giving it away tonight. Giving it away. Giving the love. All right, everybody, we'll take a break. We'll see you in a few minutes. I'm going to mute this. All right, slow to come out of the old tunnel, but here come the Amery head coaching staff. Ethan Panic, Jake Carlson, Tyler Richardson, Matt Humpel. The Three Stooges and Shemp. I'll let you pick who's Shemp. And here come your Amery Warriors onto the ice. Got a little spring in their step. Looking to preserve this lead. And here come your Spooner Rails. And again, I was just talking to Darren Van Barkum in the booth warming up. And Amery's had seasons like Spooner's had this year with, I think, our boys, maybe my son Bennett and Darren's son Ryan might have been sophomores. They lost, I think, every game that year. The one game we almost won, one of the upperclassmen just walked out, and we lost it. So every team has had those years, unfortunately. But adversity builds character, doesn't it? Here we go. Jacob Maxon taking it to the zone hard. Pass to Doughton. Pass to Maxon. Leo Jensen centers it to a Spooner player who waits to check up, and then Leo blocks it. All right. So again, Amery will play the winner of Rice Lake and Wisflug. They're playing somewhere here. So Amery will play the winner of Rice Lake and Webster, Siren, Luck, Frederick, Grantsburg. They'll play the winners of them on Tuesday. I'm out of town on Tuesday, so I think Luke Panic might be announcing that night. And then the sectional final is February 27th in Hayward. That's Friday night at 7 o'clock in Hayward. So assuming Amery's going to win this one, assuming Amery can get past either Rice Lake or Wisflug on Tuesday, then the finals are in Hayward a week from tomorrow. And then we have a week or so off. And then state would be March 5th, 6th, 7th down near Madison. If we get that far. And again, with the way there's two divisions in Wisconsin, we're not anywhere near Minnesota's depth of divisions. We have big school, little school. Amery's little school, right, Division 2. But we've made it to state enough, and we've had enough success at Division 2 level. If we make it to state again this year, then I think we automatically move up to Division 1 next year. So that's going to be interesting, and Amery's going to lose quite a bit of talent this year. Hopefully we get some talent fed up through the younger ranks. Let's get some new freshmen and sophomores in. And again, it'll be interesting to see, what next year's lines look like with, just like every year, right? I mean, you build the team based on your stronger players. Usually they're just upperclassmen seniors, then you lose them. Got to regroup and do it again next year. Ooh, nice pickoff there by Nolan Babcock, 28. Cross-ice pass. Pretty dead to rights there. Nolan got a stick on it. So fun to see Nolan getting some opportunities out there. Nice shot there by Spooner's number 5, Mr. Corbin Fox. But it was just wide of the net. Here comes Amery coming up through traffic. Levi Tiley getting a little physical over there. Puck deflected up into the netting, stops play. Whistle stops play at 14:02. So again, if you're Amery, you're just trying to protect the score. Maybe, I don't know if they're thinking about trying to keep that 0 for their goalie, Carter Meyer. That's it's a big stat for goalies as far as shutouts. If they can get themselves a few of those, that's a pretty big deal. This would definitely be the game for it. I don't want to jinx them, but I maybe did. Here comes Jacob Maxon up hard through neutral, passes toward Logan Doughton, and goes up and saves his pass himself. Leo Jensen right there almost drops one in, but doesn't quite. Maxon stops the puck against the boards there with his body. And Spooner cannot, Spooner gets control, gets it up into neutral. Elliott Green gets it, but Spooner controls and gets it back into Amery's zone. Elliott Green. Elliott sure makes up some. He makes good movement on the ice. He's everywhere. It seems like when he's out there. The kid can cover some ground. Again, seniors on Amery's team: Carter Meyer, Elliott Green, Evan Schultz, Jacob Maxon, Curtis Weiserman. All right, so 13 minutes left in this game. Let's see what we can do. Brody Bader tries to pass up to Kemper Lundgren. Too wide for Kemper to collect. Evan Schultz. Way to cover there, Brody Bader. Way to be back and play defense. Oh, he flips it up and loses his skate on process. The Spooner bench is keeping their energy up. They're still trying, cheering for their teammates. I like that. Win, lose, or draw. It's like you gotta support your boys. Gotta keep the energy up. Brody Bader back across to Gavin Lindsay, but Gavin couldn't collect, and puck goes behind Amery's net. Cross ice over to Evan Schultz, and here we go. Oscar Trofe into the zone. No, not a lot of help there for Oscar, but nonetheless, Evan Schultz. I said puck did not touch the ceiling, even though it got darn close. Evan Schultz taking himself off. Kemper Lundgren. Oscar Trofe looking there. Nice job, Elliott Green. To Gavin Humple. Gavin dumps it in. Nice stick there by Babcock. Nolan Babcock, number 28. I think that score gave him a little bit of confidence. He's in there digging. Nolan back on D. Nolan collects the puck, flips it up to his forward offense. Back to Elliott Green. There goes Elliott. Does have help in the form of Gavin Humple and Riley Schultz. Gavin shoots and blocked by goalie. Puck up to Spooner into the zone. Here we go. Gavin Humpel takes the puck into the zone. Nice move, Gavin. Hey. There goes the goose egg. Looks like 14. Max Paffel, freshman, scores. Good job, Max. Way to crack the goose egg open. Little John Denver singing in the background. So there goes the shutout for Amery, but nonetheless, still a controlling lead.
Scoring for the Rails. First goal of the season for number 14, Max Paffel. Assisted by number 5, Colin Fox. Red goal, 17.
All right, so first goal of the season for Mr. Max Paffel, freshman. Again, Spooner's bench, staying upbeat. I like it. Logan Doughton looking for something here, looking to set up something. Over to partner Brody Bader. Brody shoots it in. Very close. Leo Jensen getting that in the basket. Up to Riley Schultz. Oh no, Leo Jensen over to Logan Doughton. Logan up in the net and slams his stick down. Don't break your stick, Logan. All right, face-off's going to be down on Spooner's side. Spooner's goalie's dancing a little bit. Evan Schultz, nice try. I'm sorry, was that Evan or Kemper Lundgren? One of the two. Ooh, nice play. There's that Paffel looking for something again. Blind pass, centers it right to an Amery player. Here comes Mr. Elliott Green. Got Levi Tiley back on D. Nice little try there by Spooner. Jonas Simonson, 23, shoots. Again, I like this Spooner team, although the score might be a little frustrating. They're keeping their spirits up and still rooting for each other, and they're not getting down and dirty like some teams get when they're losing. Cheering their boys on, I like it. Jacob Maxson takes his own hard. Almost gets it in, but that goalie closes it up and doesn't let it in. Logan Doughton tries to steal it out of the mix there. There, Logan gets it. Backhander. So that goalie from Spooner is doing a great job still, in my opinion, even though 5 have gotten past him. He's seen 51 shots, so here's Jacob Maxson. Oh! Ooh, hey now. Brody Bader gets headed into the boards there and then gets up, takes offense to it, and cross-checks. So Brody earned himself a penalty as well as Spooner's 23, maybe? Jonas Simonson? 26, Logan Smith. So 26, Logan Smith, and 32, Brody Bader are in the penalty box. If Brody wouldn't have retaliated, he would not be in the penalty box, but he did. And lesson learned there. We're going to play 5-on-5, 4. Let's see, what do we got here? 5-on-5 hockey. Offsetting penalties.
Whatsoever Miners called first on Amery's number 32, Brody Bader, 2 minutes for slashing. And on Schooners number 26, Logan Smith, 2 minutes for roughing.
So Logan Smith.
41.
Logan Smith for Spooner in the box. Little Joan Jett and the Blackhearts playing. Classic tune. All right, 7:19 left in this game. Amery 5, Spooner 1, 51 shots to 15. Amery dominant so far. Plenty of opportunities. I think Spooner's just glad at this point to have cracked open that goose egg. Leo Jensen getting into the zone, controlling the puck. Spooner bench is yelling at the refs about some of the Amery boys' neck guards not being on. So again, you got to use whatever advantage you can when you're down. And one of them might be an equipment violation. So I know a certain other coach named Tim Henningsgaard who loved doing the old, if the goalie didn't have that neck protector on, he would call that. Oh. Shot on goal. Carter Meyer flipped it up once with his glove, tried to catch it, flipped it up twice with his glove, and then finally got it the third time. But I remember Tim back in the day. Coach Tim Henningsgaard for Amery back in the day, he would a lot of times get some goalies wouldn't wear that neck protector, and he would call that, get a penalty. Then he'd even pull the goalie and try to do like a 6-on-4. Nice hustle back there by Riley Schultz. Gavin Humpel looking for a cross-ice pass. Ooh, that could work out okay to Kemper Lundgren. Can Kemper a junior as well? I always feel like Kemper's a senior. And so it'll be fun to see Kemper again next year playing. Amery keeps it in the zone. Gavin Lindsay. And loses the zone. With that pressure from Spooner. Amery's Kemper Lundgren gives a little pressure back there. Levi Tiley stays back on defense there, which is good. Kemper Lundgren, cross ice pass up to neutral. Evan Schultz. Go get it, Evan. Go get it, Evan. Oh, nice try. Oh, that would have been a fun one had Evan been able to get there. Evan's going to go back and try to get it. Good job, Evan. Stick with it, buddy. Over to Kemper Lundgren, over to Evan Schultz. Evan out front. Oscar Trofe. Oh, good try. Kemper Lundgren was going to try to deflect that into the net. Strong sticks. Good job. Back out to point. Gavin Lindsay back around the horn. Over to Kemper Lundgren on the far wall. Off the boards. And Ice Ice Baby all the way down. All right. Julie Shannon says, thanks, Eric. Thank you, Julie. Have fun in Cabo. I just pictured Ricky wearing a Speedo. I don't know if I should have pictured that or said it out loud. But I hope you guys are enjoying that warm weather and your 49th wedding anniversary, if I'm correct. So congrats, Julie and Rick Shannon. All right, puck down on the ice. Amery's got it. Elliot Green down here. Dumps it behind the net. Leo Jensen goes behind the net. Up to Logan Doughton. Logan's looking for something. Can't get it through traffic, but gets it back in neutral. Puck up. Leo Jensen chopping wood with that $300 axe of his. Nice centering pass by Leo. Nice moves by Jacob Maxson in the middle. Jacob out to point. Elliot Green over to other point. Good job there by Amery. Oh, Levi Tiley's going to go in the box for slashing there. Spooners pulled the goalie. They got one-man advantage. Amery touches it. Amery's Jacob Maxson touches it, stops play. Levi's been chopping wood with that stick and going in the box. Slash minor for Levi Tiley. Give that man an axe and a stack of wood to chop, everybody. Julie Shannon says no Speedo on Rick. Might not make it to the 50th wedding anniversary if Ricky wears a Speedo. All right, slashing minor is going to give Spooner a 2-minute one-man advantage here, which of course they can use at this stage in the game. I think a little too late, but nonetheless, let's see here what they can do. And not to sound cocky, but Amery, you can't score a shorty if you're not short. So let's go. See what you can do. Here we go, Oscar Trofe. Just over the net. Minute 43 left in this game. A minute 5 left in the penalty. So Spooner still working, and I really do appreciate that. When you're down at this stage in the game, you're still cheering on your team. You're still trying. It's not over till the bell rings, so play to the bell, everybody. Play to the whistle, right? Oh, almost. 1 minute left in the game. So 40 seconds left in the game. Going to get a high stick there. Spooner's 18 has a really good hand-eye coordination. That's Nolan Larson, sophomore. Puck got flipped up, and Nolan stuck his stick up, hit it about 12 feet up in the air. But again, kudos, Nolan. Good hand-eye coordination. Must be a baseball player or something. 30 seconds left in this game. Face-off is that Nolan I was just talking about and Logan Doughton. Goes behind the net. Logan Doughton collects, looking for something. Tries to flip it out into traffic. Elliot Green and Curtis Weiserman back on D. Comes Jacob Maxson. Jacob up to Logan Doughton. All right. Good game. Amery wins 5-1, 55 shots to 17. I do want to give some props to that Spooner goaltender, Dalton Brummond. Did a pretty good job early on especially. Yeah, look at those guys. They're having a good old time. And they got a good attitude. I like to see that, especially that goaltender. We appreciate Spooner driving down on a school night. Wish all you players from Spooner a good rest of winter. And there's that Spooner goalie again doubling up on the high fives. All right. So, Amery will play either Wistflug or Rice Lake on Tuesday. And the winner of that game will move on to play in Hayward, 7 o'clock Friday. And I'm going to be gone for both those games. So if you're a fan of We Are Amery, I think you'll have Luke Panic maybe for Tuesday. Luke's a colorful character. And I don't know how they're going to do Hayward. But regardless, thanks for tuning in, you guys. Congratulations, Amery, on your first regional, I should say, the first of the postseason wins here. And thanks, everybody, for helping out with the game. For We Are Amery, this is Eric Helly going to sign off and wish Amery the best of luck here in the postseason. And same to Spooner. Safe travels home, guys. Thanks for coming down and playing. Amery victorious.